I'd like to share with you some details about the Managed Student Enrollment page. It shows all students, it shows the instruments that they are assigned, the groups that they're tagged in, and much more data. There are three methods of searching here. You can search by grade, you can search by what course a student is enrolled in, and you have the master search where you could search for everything. This page will also remember what you last searched for when you go back to it later. So if you search for 6th graders, alright, and then you travel around and then you come back to that screen later, it'll remember you searched for 6th graders. If you would like to reset this screen, you'd have to click the Reset Filters button to reset this screen back to all of your, back to the default search. You'll also be able to do things and combine your searches. You can search for all 5th graders that you've tagged as NISMA. Well, how do I tag somebody as NISMA? So over here, these are the courses that I said, they're the groups that I can search by. NISMA isn't one of them. If you want to add NISMA, you can go to your user profile and make a new group, NISMA. And update your profile. I think I hit it. Yep, okay, now we're good. Then you go back to your enrollment. And now you see that NISMA is a new option here. So let's say a couple of students are doing NISMA. So we'll tag 4 students as doing NISMA. And then when you refresh your page, that NISMA will stick. If we want to search for all the 5th graders doing NISMA, and then we have all the 5th graders that are doing NISMA. The way that this search would help us is if we're trying to email these families. So here we have the email button, and what this is going to do is it's going to send an email to all of the families that fit this search criteria. So these are all my 5th grade NISMA students. I hit this button and I see that there are 3 families. I can set the subject, I can set my text, and I can send that email. Say I want to email everybody in the band. I would reset my filters. Alright, and now it's going to send an email to all of the students in the band. It's not just going to send it to the 50 that are on the page in front of me, it's going to send it to everybody because everybody is part of this search group. So when I go back to the top of the page, it'll send an email to... Oops, I clicked a student by mistake. If you click one student, it's going to go to that one. There's another couple of neat tricks if you want to send it just to that one and you hit Control. That one, and then that one. Alright, now it's going to go to those 3 families. There's another trick with the Shift key. If you want it to go to that one, and then you hold Shift down, then down to that one, then you can send an email to those families that way. So Shift will take the top one, and it'll take everybody all the way down to there, whereas the Control key will just take that one and you hit Control and that one, and then you scroll down in that one, and now your email will just go to those 3 families. To unselect everybody, just hit Reset Filters. And then you can send your email, and now it'll go to all 70 families right up there. Another thing you can do is you can search for all of your trumpet players or flutes, but in order to do that, you have to have instruments assigned to students. So whether the student is borrowing an instrument from your inventory, assign instrument, let's assign another instrument, clarinet, or whether a student owns his or her own instrument not part of your inventory. If Linda owns her own flute, alright, you just hit flute and assigned the student's own instrument not from your school's inventory. Alright, and it shows up that the student that's her own flute. So you want to send an email to all flute students now. You search for flute, and then you send that email to all flute students now. Alright, this search function, where you can search up here for flute, it also works for the contracts and the student barcode labels. Alright, so if you search for those 2 students and you hit barcode labels, only 2 barcodes are going to come up. Alright. So I hope that will help you navigate this Managed Student Enrollment page. Thank you for being a customer of Capo Inventory.